Hey everyone, it's Erica Holland, certified ballroom dance instructor and personal trainer. Here are my thoughts on last night's Dancing with the Stars semifinals. First off, there was no elimination, so all five of the final couples will be going to the Dancing with the Stars finale next Tuesday. I will say I'm not really in favor of this. I do like it when they only have four couples in the finale. I feel like they're just delaying the inevitable that somebody will get eliminated. So I do prefer when they only have four couples in the final, but congratulations to all five couples that have made it. To start off with, we had Chandler and Brandon. Their Latin dance was a salsa, and I thought they did an amazing job. For me, this was their best dance of the season. I have to disagree with Derek a little bit. In our syllabus of professional standards, salsa is not an international Latin dance. It is considered a club/slash social dance, which means there is a little bit more room for freestyling. So I know that's Derek's personal preference, but I thought they did a really good job and deserved a perfect score. Their foxtrot, I did not think it was as strong as their salsa. I thought that she had a lot of issues with her posture, especially with her bottom sticking out a little bit. She wasn't as standing tall as she could have been. And I felt like there were a lot of clunky transitions in and out of the frame and with some of their turns and spins. But overall, Chandler and Brandon did a great job last night. Then we have Joey and Jenna. Their first dance was a foxtrot. I thought that they did a great job and they deserve their perfect score. For their paso doble, I do agree with the judges. There were a little bit of timing issues in the beginning, but they did a great job. I especially love that knee to foot jump that he did in the middle of the dance. I thought that was really exceptional and showed his strength as a dancer. Up next, we have Alona and Alan. Their first dance was a paso doble. This was very risky choreography, in my opinion. I have to go back to what Derek said. He got on Chandler and Brandon about having more content in their dance and more recognizable steps. And I felt like that should have been with Alona and Alan to their paso doble being a little bit more content based instead of being based off feelings. Then they had their Viennese waltz. I would have liked to see a little bit more power in her steps and for her to have a little bit of stride. I can tell that she kind of got messed up in some of the rotations and the spins, but overall, I thought they did a good job. Next up, we had Danny and Whitney. I'll be honest, it seemed like a little bit of an off night for Danny. It felt like he was thinking a lot about the steps in both dances. Their first dance was a Viennese waltz. I love the storyline and their prop with the door. However, I do agree with Derek. There should have been a little bit more stride in his movements, really using his heel to push off and to extend across the ballroom floor. And with his salsa, I do feel like the transitions were not as clean. It felt like he was waiting to lift Whitney. And then when there weren't any moments of lifts and pure salsa content, he seemed to struggle and be thinking through it a lot. I think he was probably just nervous about going into the finals, but overall, he did an okay job. Lastly, we have Steven and Riley. Once again, this also seemed like an off night for Steven. Maybe he was nervous about making it into the finals. With his cha cha, he was taking several heel leads. He wasn't really pushing into the ground. He was very hoppy and bouncy during the dance, and his upper body lacked a lot of fluidity. It felt like he was thinking about each little step he was taking, and you can definitely see it on his face. For Stephen and Riley's tango, I thought he did a much better job. It seemed like he had much better control of the dance and his steps. I will say I wear glasses personally in my everyday life, and when I dance, I don't wear my glasses at all for the same reason. They're always falling off, getting crooked, and it messes me up. So hopefully for the finale, he will not dance with his glasses on at all. I will say there are a few moments where there were timing issues and he got a little messed up in his foot placement during the tango, but his tango was much better than his cha cha. Thank you so much for watching. See you next Wednesday for my recap of the Dancing with the Stars season 33 finale.